I want to talk about your book because I loved your book, and I promoted it across my channels when it came out because it's a very different book. Just the way you are, the way you think, the way you communicate, your beautiful language. Like language is so beautiful with you, delicious and words and just the way you put things together and you explain things with a flavor and a feeling, not just a logical transference of knowledge, but really, a 3D experience. And even the way you share concepts and how you form your sentences. Like in the book I was reading, I was like, oh, this is just fascinating. And so the book is called The Little Book of Big Principles for Greatness. And I just wanted you to talk a little bit about that because you see people in their greatness. And so obviously you crafted this book out of that experience of how you see people in their greatness and also wanting people to experience for themselves what it is to be in your greatness. So would you share a little bit more about the book?
So this book was never meant to be written. I was never going to write this book. And then one day I sat down and I thought to myself, if there's one thing that I would love to share with humanity, it is the understanding and the knowing that you are greatness. It's not a journey, a destination that you have to get to. Like, once I do this, I'll be great. Once I've achieved this, I'll be great. Your natural state is greatness. Your natural being is greatness. But there are things that I've found that if we practice them on a daily basis, and I use the word practice because it's the artistry of life that I'm talking about. And when you look at an artist at life, there are certain things that you practice on a daily basis that fuels you, that makes you feel good, that really helps you to show up as your best self. And that's when I started writing about the principles that people can start practicing on a daily basis for them to find easier calibration to the greatness of who they are, and then see their lives change holistically. So instead of doing one-dimensional goal setting, which I played in that space for 20 years as a professional coach, what I noticed every single time is that when we set a goal in one area of life, people start to self-sacrifice in other areas, and then we are constantly playing this game of whack-a-mole. Like, one thing, one goal, and then something else falls apart, and then we set a goal around that, and then something else falls apart. No, we get to have a holistic, all-dimensional calibration because we are the person who has everything and does everything we desire to have and to do. And I think that's something that really trips up a lot of women as well. They're so freaking exhausted already, and then we start talking about having and doing it all, and they think, I can't do one more thing, because in their minds they are thinking of all the social things that they feel they need to do, instead of starting to go inside and go, what do I truly desire? What's a full body yes desire for me? And anything else gets to be a no. And that is really the purpose of this book. It's short, it's sweet, you can read it in one sitting, and then it's got journaling exercises to help women really delve deeper into it and work the book on a basis, and you'll see everything just starts going out beautifully in an all-dimensional way.
I love that, all-dimensional. I mean, I've been referring to myself as multi-dimensional lately, but that's another level again, just all-dimensional woman. I think the other thing that was refreshing is it's a short book, but it's really powerful. It's like all the fluff just got cut out of it. And for somebody like me, that was amazing, right? Because I don't want the pressure of, oh, there's another book that I've got to read and it's 300 pages, right? You just get right to the point in a really beautiful way that's easy to digest. So if you haven't already, make sure you get the book.